most men will never hear this, not because it's hidden, but because their minds are too weak to receive it. They'll scroll, click away, go back to chasing shadows. But the ones who stay, they already feel it, a quiet storm inside them, telling them they were meant for more. This isn't about pickup lines. It's not about dating tips. It's about power. The kind of power that doesn't beg, doesn't chase, and doesn't explain. Because when a man walks in full control of himself, women notice, they lean in, they obsess, and they don't even know why. If you don't understand this, you'll spend your life chasing what was always meant to chase you. But if you do, you'll never have to chase again. In this video, you'll see the 5 unshakable principles that make women obsess over you, without a single word. Each one will shift how women see you and how you see yourself. Let's begin. Principle number 1. The one who cares less wins. It's not about pretending. It's not about playing games. It's about understanding this one truth. The person who is less emotionally invested controls everything. Think about it. When a woman knows you'll always reply, that you'll always be there, that no matter how she treats you, you'll still chase, she stops valuing you. Why? Because what's guaranteed is never respected. But the moment she senses that you could walk away at any time, that your world doesn't orbit around her emotions, everything shifts. You stop being one of the many, and you become the one she can't figure out, the one she replays in her head at night, the one she starts chasing, even if she doesn't know why. When you master emotional detachment, not coldness, not indifference, but inner control, you become a mystery she can't solve. Let her throw her tests. Let her ignore you. Let her cancel plans. Your reaction must always be the same: cool, grounded, unmoved. Because the moment you react like every other man, you lose your edge. But when you don't flinch, when you don't chase, she starts questioning herself. And that's when the obsession begins. You want her addicted? Stop trying to prove your worth. Let her feel the absence of your attention. Let her earn your emotional presence. This isn't manipulation. This is magnetic masculinity. And every high-value man lives by it. Principle number 2, mastering emotional restraint. Every woman, whether she knows it or not, will test you, not to hurt you, but to see who you really are. She needs to feel the strength of your center, the depth of your composure. Because deep down, every woman is drawn to a man who cannot be shaken. Most men crumble. They react, they argue, they beg. They try to explain themselves into her approval. And with every emotional slip, they reveal exactly what she was hoping not to see: weakness. But the man who can hold the storm within, who doesn't flinch when provoked, who smiles through the silence and doesn't explain himself, he becomes unforgettable. Women aren't obsessed with chaos. They're obsessed with contrast, with the man who doesn't react like the others, who holds space like a mountain while she spins in her emotions. She raises her voice. You lower yours. She plays distant. You stay present, but detached. She tries to push your buttons. You don't even blink. That's the secret. Not to suppress your emotions, but to control the timing of your expression. Because when a man can feel everything and still choose calm, he radiates power. Let her see that you won't be moved, that her chaos won't pull you off your path, and you'll trigger the deepest part of her feminine mind, the part that craves a man she can trust, respect, and yes, obsess over. Principle number 3, the law of scarcity. Want to know what makes a woman stay up at night thinking about you? It's not flowers, not gifts, not sweet words. It's uncertainty. It's that feeling in her gut that says, I almost have him, but not fully. That maybe, just maybe, she could lose you. Because here's the brutal truth. The moment you become predictable, you become invisible. When you're always available, when you always text first, when you cancel your plans just to see her, you teach her that your time, your energy, your presence has no cost, and what comes easy is never valued. But the man who is busy building something, the one who doesn't rush to respond, who makes her earn access to his world, he becomes rare. And in psychology, rarity breeds obsession. You're not doing this to manipulate. You're doing this because your life is already full. You're not pretending to be high value. You are. You don't need her attention. You appreciate it. But it's not oxygen, it's perfume. Sweet, but not essential. And the paradox is this: the more she feels you could walk away at any moment, the more she clings to stay close. Think about luxury. Scarce, elusive, hard to reach. Now imagine being the human embodiment of that energy. You text less. She texts more. You invest with care. She starts chasing. You pull back. She leans in harder. That's not a trick. It's power. So burn this into your core. The moment she feels like she fully has you, she stops craving you. But if she feels like she still has more of you to win, she'll never stop chasing. Principle number 4, the art of controlled mystery. Let me ask you something. When was the last time a woman couldn't stop thinking about you? Not because of what you gave her, but because of what you didn't. See, most men make this critical mistake. They spill their entire soul in the first few conversations. They explain everything, share every detail, reveal every emotion, and in doing that, they kill the mystery. But understand this: what is fully known is no longer desired. It's the questions that haunt her. It's the unknown that keeps her up at night. It's the man she hasn't fully figured out that drives her wild. Because women don't crave men who are easy to read. They crave men who make them feel like they're chasing a secret, like they're unlocking a sacred code. And that, my brother, is your edge. You answer with depth, but not everything. You share your story, but never all at once. You give her a look, a tone, a half smile, and let her imagination run wild. Controlled mystery is not about deception. It's about discipline. It's knowing that your story has power, but only if it's told in pieces, only if it unfolds in chapters, where every page makes her crave the next. Here's how you use it in real life. She asks you about your past. You smile and say, "That's a long one. You sure you're ready for it?" Then you switch the topic. Leave her wondering, curious, hooked. Why does this work? Because the female mind is wired to solve puzzles. She doesn't want the man who's already solved. She wants the one who keeps rewriting himself as she reads. She becomes addicted, not to what she knows, but to what she still wants to know. So burn this in your mind. Don't reveal yourself too fast. Make her chase the next layer. Make her wonder what you're not saying. And make sure that with every piece you reveal, she realizes there's still so much more to you. Be the mystery that never ends, and she'll be the one that never walks away. Principle number 5, the power of walking away. There's one move that flips the entire game in your favor. One silent act that triggers obsession in a woman's subconscious. Walking away. Not as a tactic, not as a game, but as proof of one thing: that you value yourself above all. Understand this. Women test men constantly, not to destroy them, but to reveal them. She'll cancel plans last minute. She'll flirt in front of you. She'll pull back just to see if you chase harder. Most men fold. They panic, they argue, they beg, and the moment you do that, you lose her respect. But the man who calmly walks away, the one who doesn't plead, doesn't fight, doesn't flinch, That man becomes unforgettable, because when you walk away without anger, without drama, without chasing, you send a shockwave to her nervous system. I don't need you. I choose you, and I can unchoose you. That right there is rare. That right there is power. And women are wired to chase power. Real story. You're seeing a woman. She starts acting cold. You feel it, but you don't fight it. You pull back, not to punish her, but to protect your peace. You give her silence. You vanish without bitterness. And what happens? That silence becomes loud. She starts texting, calling, asking what's wrong, but nothing's wrong. You just don't chase what disrespects your energy. This is how high-value men operate. They don't explain their worth. They don't argue for their place. They leave and let their absence speak louder than words. Because when you walk away, you're not just teaching her how to treat you. You're reminding her of what she risks losing. And the truth? A man who is willing to lose her is the man she never wants to lose. So the next time she tests you, don't react, don't beg, withdraw. Let her feel the void you leave behind. Let her realize she just touched something sacred, and it's gone. That, my brother, is not weakness. That's power cloaked in silence. And that's the moment she realizes she's the one chasing you now. You've just unlocked the unseen architecture of desire. Now you don't chase. You draw, you pull, you command. Because once you master presence, you become the obsession. Let them feel your absence. Let them burn for your mystery. Let them fight for your time. You are no longer a man reacting to the world. You are the force shaping it. Subscribe to the Stoic Architect. Watch, learn, transform. And remember, those who walk with power never walk alone.